the purposes of life is actually to give back, to find a way to make the lives of other people better and easy. You get what I'm trying to say? So that was why I spoke to my guys. I said, look, let's try and see how we can get as much information about what we are doing to as many people as possible. You understand? Because it's useless inside of our heads, inside of our books. We're only using it for ourselves. You understand? But if it is out there in the world, then as many people as possible are going to gain from it. You understand? So that's why we are having this series of master classes. So I'm going to go straight to the point because we only have 45 minutes. And let's see how far we can go. So now this training is actually it's called the Smartup program. You understand? Basically how to convert a regular business to a smart business. And it's actually part of a bigger project called 4 stages of business creation. We realize that there are 4 stages if you want to create your business from ideation to implementation, 4 stages and everything. So, however, we realize that there are many businesses that are already here and that are already existing, but there are some structural challenges that they have. So that's why we had to set up this particular program, the Smartup program, to address those issues. And by the grace of God, we're going to see how far we can go with that here. See, let me give a story. The year was 2021. Yeah, we were still neck deep in pandemic. And then I had a business that had been running for some years now. You get it? You understand? And I was exhausted. I was tired because I was trying to do a lot of things. You understand? A lot of things went wrong with the business. The business is still available, but it's somewhere else. You understand? Because there are a lot of things. Like then I just entered into business. I was working in the bank before. When I left the bank, I just okay, let me enter into business. Like most of us and everything, I just entered Bram. You understand? And then that was when I started this stuff and everything. It was I tried to because I have a background in marketing. You get. So I spent some years trying to understand the operation, how to do my work, to acquire the skill, to be good enough. You get what I'm trying to say? So after I acquired the skill, it was actually branding. So I acquired the skill, I knew how to do different things and stuff like that. You get. I spent some years in doing that. And then how to enter into the marketing. I spent some years trying to. So after I figured out a very good marketing strategy, I just implemented the marketing strategy. Bam! And everything. I didn't know I was actually setting myself up for something called brand suicide. You understand? Immediately the marketing stuff just entered. Bam! I just started getting calls from all over the place. That was when I realized that I had made a fatal mistake. And I started having more calls than I could handle. I started making mistakes upon mistakes. I knew how to do the work, but there was no system on ground on how to handle that surge that came in. You understand? So I think at some point I had a nervous breakdown. So I had to change work, my business. I changed my business into something else, and the same thing happened again. So I just said, there has to be something. There has to be something that is wrong with the way business is done. Do you get what I'm trying to say? If you notice what I said I spent some years trying to understand how to produce. After I understood how to produce, I went into the market and did my marketing. You understand? After the marketing came, everything was just there. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So we're just happening, have a sat like that, up and down. That was when I decided to actually go and learn how businesses are being done. You get it? Because I knew deep down in my heart, you get it, that this is not how it is meant to be. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So I'm going to ask us some questions. I'm going to ask because I want this to be as interactive as possible. So I want to ask us, why are you in business? Did you get it? I want to use your answers to continue my story. Why are you in business? And Bolu Atife, you are directly on top of my icon on my phone. So Bolu Atife, yes. Putting on a pair of glasses.
Bolaji, why did you left?
Hello, sorry, are you talking to me?
Yes, yes. I say you have a business,
What is
right?
this? Yeah, sure, I do. Good evening.
But I said, so, yeah. So what's your goal? Why are you in business? What are you hoping to achieve in business?
Okay, so I own a fashion company, right, where we deal with both imported and bespoke apparel. Right. It's very simple. What I want to solve just for me to for me to make my outfits build boldness in men and
Okay,
also give them a gorgeous look
okay.
and also prepare them for a better business and for a better salary. That's all.
That's the vision for your business, right?
Sure.
So that's the vision for your business, right?
No, that's just primarily what you
Okay,
trying to
what
anything.
your business, yeah, what you're trying to do
Yeah,
with your business. Okay.
that's it.
Now, yeah, what I was actually asking, I've not finished. Okay. Let me rephrase it. When I said why are you, I mean you personally. What are you? If you look into the future, what do you hope that the business does to you? You just said what you want the business to do to you. Oh, okay. Who he has left?
Why you
Okay.
why you left?
Is it a network or he ran away from my questions or something?
It's possible.
Eh? Okay. Um, should I call some other person? Let me see. Um,
If you like, see the describe her.
can anybody like let me say Adeleye, Adeleye that has a watch on? Why? What do you hope? You know, what Bolu Atife said was what he hopes his brand does to his customers. The value he's hoping to deliver to his customer. What do you yourself? What are you hoping to gain from inside your business? Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Well, good evening, sir. Good evening, everyone.
Yep.
But I will just be very fast with my answer.
Okay.
Actually, when I started the business, my main goal actually was like, okay, this business, I was seeing a lot of competition out there,
Okay.
and I was like, okay, this thing is too huge for me because I want a internet and service provider. So when I look at the rate at which other people are selling their own products, I was saying it's just too much. And I look
Okay.
for a way to beat the price down. So I was able to like, okay, this is it.
Okay.
So that's just it.
Okay. Okay. That's good enough. Okay. Let's just go further. Now, basically, what um, I there's a friend of mine. She has a shortlet business. She has shortlets all over on the island and on the mainland, First Act, Surulere, all over the place and everything. When I asked her, I said, what's your end goal? You understand? What's your end goal? She said, that the reason why she did this stuff because she's a lawyer. She left practice and then went into business. I said the reason why she did that was because she wants to have a source of income where she can travel the world around and everything, and blah blah blah, and live this. How does she even call it? You know this. I won't say slave queen. All this soft life. We call it soft life. Here is good. Soft life. You understand? So her goal for entering into business hmm, was to achieve financial freedom. You understand? So she doesn't have to work for her basic necessities. So her expectation was that okay, the business is going to foot her bills. Do you get what I'm trying to say? And and you get it. So yeah, and if you look at analyze ask business people, what do you want? What do you want? I know we know we are passionate about the vision, what we want to change in society. That is very important. You need to have a concise understanding of what you want your business to do in society. That's the vision. That's what makes you visionary. But you yourself, you have a need. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So let me go back to that my story. You understand it? So when I entered into business, the reason why I entered into business, why I left EcoBank, okay, I was in EcoBank. Why I left EcoBank to start a business was I wanted financial freedom. I wanted to be free, to be able to do something else. Do you get what I'm trying to say? And I wanted that business to be able to exist without me being there. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So the business will be producing money. I don't have to be there, and then the business can last as long as possible. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So, but when I entered into the business, I realized that look, it didn't happen. Do you get it? That's why I now understood that okay, there are principles that I am missing. Because Mark Zuckerberg, I gave an example. I told some people, I said, look, Mark Zuckerberg came to Lagos some years ago, right? Say yes. I said, when Mark Zuckerberg came to Lagos, did Facebook stop? Facebook didn't stop now. As I remember, Mark Zuckerberg came to Lagos and everything, Facebook stopped and everything. But if I want to ask us, all of us here now, I don't know if how many percentage of us can actually confidently go for a vacation for 1 week or 2 weeks and believe that the business will be running at the same level and also grow and evolve in our absence. Can we do that? Do you get it? If I want to do a sample now, if how many of us can actually do that? Most businesses in Nigeria are only as good as the supervisors, the owners, or the entrepreneurs are present. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So that is actually what this course is meant to help entrepreneurs achieve. You understand? There are principles that I discovered that can be learned as an entrepreneur that can help you make your business have 3 key components: independence, scalability, and resilience. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? If your business has these 3 components and everything, you understand, you don't need to be there physically.
Sorry, sir, please, can you come again?
Okay. I said resilience, independence, or autonomy. Independence or autonomy and scalability. You understand? If your business has these 3 components and everything, it is an entity on its own. It's a living being on its own. Where a lot of us will see people like Elon Musk is one of the few people that I want to pattern my business life after in this generation. One of the few people. I'm sorry for that. Do you understand? Outside of this generation, there are 1 or 2 other persons, but in this generation, is one of the few people. I've not seen any other person yet. When we see somebody like Elon Musk managing 3 businesses, now 4, you have more than 4 businesses. Let me just put it that way. He has Tesla, he has SpaceX, he has X, he has the Boring Company. He has there are other things that he's putting his hand, and he is actually involved in the running of these businesses. He has a role that he plays in these businesses. How does he do that? Do you get what I'm trying to say? And he's not dead. It's because there are systems that are already in place and everything. The businesses they are running, all he needs to do is just to think, come up with ideas, and put it into the system, and then the system does stuff like that. You get it? So what this course is, what I'm trying to say, use this course to achieve is to teach entrepreneurs in Nigeria the skill on how they can integrate this thing into their business, how you can make your business a an autonomous entity that is not only capable of surviving, but that is capable of growing without you being there. You can actually learn the principles on how to do that. I'm sure if I ask all of us, that is going to be our dream. You understand? And until your business gets to that point, you don't have a business. You are not an entrepreneur yet, according to Vuzi Tembokwayo. You understand? He said, look, an entrepreneur is somebody who has been able to set up a system that is capable of producing value to the society without them being there. So many of us are self-employed or we are business owners. Self-employed people are people who you are basically. I think we must have heard of the term before. You are basically we are basically employed. We employ ourselves, and that is terrible. It's worse than being employed in a corporate organization, because in a corporate organization you can go for a vacation, you can go for 1 week leave, you can go for 1 month leave. You understand? But if you are self-employed, you cannot go for 1 month leave because the business is you and you are the business. You understand? And
The program starts by 7:30, so I'll leave
he
by.
also talked about a business owner. A business owner is somebody who has some other people supporting him. A business owner too cannot go on a vacation. You understand? But if you're an entrepreneur, if you've crossed all the hurdles and everything, your business should be able to exist on your own. You have created another entity. Do you understand? And what will make a business survive? Those are the 3 key components that it has to have. You understand? So now, the Smartup program, the goal of the Smartup program is actually to like we called it smart enterprise. Is to help businesses, entrepreneurs migrate their businesses from regular enterprises to a smart enterprise. You understand? The difference, there are so many differences between a regular enterprise and a smart enterprise. A smart enterprise has those 3 components. You understand? You have those 3 components in it, integrated into it. Do you understand? Why a regular enterprise is just how do we it's just it's an economic entity. You understand? It's just a business at the early stage. That's basically what it is. You understand? You know you are producing, you are using input, transformation, and output. Input, output, transformation, and output. You know you are selling something. You know you are doing something and everything. But you don't have an entity that is doing stuff. I used to talk about, say, look, this is it. You say, look, say if they ask me, for example, now, I told you, I said, when the moderator was introducing me, said I'm the CEO of TSC. Yes, I'm the CEO of TSC. Do you get it? So there are 2. If they ask me, okay, what does TSC? What do you do? Like, assuming I only do TSC, I'm going to tell you how a somewhere that has a smart enterprise will answer, and somewhere that has a regular enterprise will answer. I'm going to give you the story of how we were able to use these principles to grow TNC through the ranks to where it is today. And then I'm going to now give us some key insights into how you can actually do that. And then we are going to close. So if, assuming that, okay, I am here, somebody asks me, maybe King asks me, says, okay, assuming I don't have any other business, I just have TSC. Say, okay, what do you do? And everything. So I can say, okay, I write for, I I help businesses. I help students, international students and local students. I help them with their academic their academic with their academic work. I help them. We do training for them. We do this. We do that. We do this. We do that. You understand? There's always the I. That's how a regular entrepreneur responds. Do you get what I'm trying to say? I will do academic and consulting for students. Okay, that's good. But a smart enterprise, you say, what do you do? You say, oh, I have a business that provides A, B, C, D, that provides consulting services for students. I have a business. This is Kingsley. You understand? As I'm talking to you like this now, my business is still going on. You understand? Payment can be made, as I'm talking to you right now, payment can be made into my account. You understand? Payment can be made.
You are not sick in Jesus' name.
Processed, distributed, implemented outside of the business and all that.
You are not sick in Jesus' name.
I have a business that does that.
Because you need to rest.
And that was even what I'm telling myself. Frankly speaking, I would have rested. If this phone was on, I would have rested, but I would have done my miracle service on phone. I have cancelled my mind. Even sat down and tell God, Apostle will not see me and even say maybe because of what happened yesterday. Maybe that's why I
What
don't
happened
come.
yesterday?
I say no.
When I fight yesterday.
No, no. Apostle want me to be leader. Women give me secretary. It is an apostle have to ask them. They have done it. On that day, they called me first. Pastor Luke called me first, gave me assignment.
Okay.
When we come again that yesterday, I'm still the first person they called.
Okay.
And at the end of the day, when it now remain only us, that's they have called me before everybody. When now remain only us, they say they now put. You can imagine that type of thing. God knows I'm not looking for position. But at times there are something that somebody will do, it will hit you. So when they now call me, they call the person they call.
I was lucky. I started
out.
I think
Are you getting
2020. Was it 2021?
So when they now call
I
me,
think
she's the one
2021
following
or
me.
2020.
When they now call her
21.
first,
You get it. I got my first gig around August on my birthday. So I was very happy. So I did it, implemented it. After I implemented it, so by October, I'd gotten like, let's say, it was about 10 or 15 times the brief I had by August. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So it was a lot. So I had to bring in some other people. The first time I was self-employed because I did everything myself. You understand? The second time I was a business owner because I brought in some people that were assisting me to do the work. They had some technical knowledge, understanding. Do you get it? But after that year, by December, I'd already gotten, I think I got 2 extra nervous breakdowns. One of them I had to stop working. Didn't receive any call. I left Lagos. I went to my brother's place at Oyo. Thank God it wasn't even at Ibadan. It was at Oyo Gogo. You understand? No noise, no anything. I spent a few months there. No talking. I didn't talk to anybody. I didn't do anything. Just to get myself together. When they say nervous breakdown, that thing is actually true, is real because I experienced it. It wasn't a good experience at all. Little thing, anything. If anybody does anything to you like this, you'll be on the edge. Always get angry and stuff like that. Do you understand? So that was when I now started, like, there has to be a better way of doing business, and I started doing my research and stuff like that. And I realized that the key is actually creating systems around your business. You understand? It's called systemization. That was the key. That was the key component that was missing. So I now decided, okay. Okay, and the funny thing is that it took me a couple of months in putting together the systems. I tried some, I failed. You understand? There was a time I put everything together, and then I had to just break down the whole system and start all over again from scratch. You understand? That was when I now understood how to set up systems. And now set up systems, and now realize that okay, every system has their components of systems, and now know that okay, every organization can be broken down into different parts. There are actually 4 key departments that every enterprise must have, no matter what it is. Whether you are sending people to the space or whether you are selling groceries, it doesn't matter. There are 4 key systems. That was when I understood that. I knew how to organize each of those 4 key systems. The 4 key systems, by the way, are operations, marketing, finance, and human resource. Do you understand? I understood how to organize each of these systems, key activities, how to break down departments into key activities, how to organize it. After I organized it and everything, right now, I don't want to start giving my testimonies because, but I'll say that my business is actually in a good place. You understand? Like I know how much you are making. We've already made this month already. Do you get what I'm trying to say? In revenue, it is a far cry from what it might even be safe to say that I might be making more than my monthly yes, that I might be making my annual salary plus tax plus everything when I was a full staff in the bank, making it in less than a month. You understand? And we have not even started. Now the funny thing is that we've not even started real marketing. We've not started marketing. We just set up the system alone. And this is where we are. We have about 4 One, two. We have about five staff, one, two, four, five staffs. You understand? We manage communities. How many people? Total communities that you are managing, close to 50 or more than 50. You understand that you are managing and stuff like that. From somebody that had a nervous breakdown from just how many projects did you get that he was actually managing? Do you understand what I'm trying to say? And the funny thing is that when I was managing that time, when I had the second nervous breakdown that I almost finished, I still had four staffs. Say four staffs. One, yeah, Elijah, two. I still no, I even had there was a time I had five plus me five. You understand? Because okay, one left, and then it was now stuff, and I had about five, and yet I still had the nervous breakdown. You understand? But right now I have how many staff? You understand? And this is a different company. What I'm doing right now, this is BCS. This is not TSC. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Because there are systems already in place to execute stuff and everything. Do you understand? So that was the story of how TSC. And I now realized that the key was systems. So I'm going to give us a little breakdown on how systemization in business. Do you understand? And hopefully, let's see how far we can go underneath. Now, systemization, a system is now. Let me just go straight and let me just go chronologically to make it easier for us to understand. First of all, every business, before I talk about systems, you must understand that every business has four key components, like it was written down, that makes it run, especially at the entrepreneurial level. Even and no matter how big your business goes, no matter whether you are spaces, I like using spaces, whatsoever you are, whether you are a jet game, everything must be built on that four foundations. You understand? Those four systems, operations, how do you produce inputs, transformation, outputs, marketing, how do you get those products to the market? Human resource, who are the people that handles each of these systems? And last, finance, how does money enter and go? You know, there's a saying that they say money is the lifeblood of a business, and that's very true. You understand? The moment money stops flowing in your business, that's the end. How does money enter into your business? How is money managed within your system? How does it go out in your system? Every business is built on those foundations. Do you understand? So that's the first thing to do in systemization. You need to understand. And you need to now clearly define each of those. So that was the first thing I did. What is our marketing system? What is our operation system defined? What are human resources and stuff like that? After everything was defined and stuff like that, you understand? The next thing to do is actually to now break down each of those your department, because department does not do anything. Mind you, your department, finance, there's something when you say finance, your financial management, it does not do anything. You understand? When you come down to the regular day-to-day and everything like that, financial management has to now be broken down into something called key activities. You understand? And let me give you a case in point. Let me analyze the financial management system for TSC, for example. So TSC, there are different things that we do with money. How does money come in? When a client gives a brief, send an invoice, they pay